What's happening, good peoples? It's your boy Day Day. I am back finally. If y'all want to know what's been happening with me and all that stuff, go to my Instagram. I promise. I explained it all day. I did a whole 2-part live about what was happening. But anyway, I'm back. It's your boy Day Day. I'm your host, and I'm back with some more fun content on the way. I want to start this journey off with a fun Q&A where y'all can go ahead and get to know me. I have put the little poll on Instagram so that y'all can see, so that y'all can ask me some questions and get to know me and whatnot. I think it'll be fun. So do me a favor, go ahead and relax, get your popcorn, get your chips, your hot wings, whatever you eating, and let's get this Q&A started, huh? Okay, first question. So what brought you to the world of comics? Okay, so I think a lot of us got into it from other mediums. Like for me, it started with animated series like The Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man animated series, X-Men animated series. And that's what really jumped me on to do comics. Yeah. I'll say that for sure. And then, okay, next question. You did a superhero series for photography. Thought about doing a villain version? Oh. You know what? I have thought about it a couple of times. I'm thinking about doing it. I did do Red Hood, but does he really count as a villain? No, he's more anti-hero. But yeah, I have thought about doing a villain version. Good idea. I might do that. All right. Best music to read to. I don't really read with music on. I don't know. I can't focus with reading with music on. But if I had to choose what music is best to listen to when reading, I would say OSTs or score soundtracks, official soundtrack, movie scores, all that kind of stuff. I would prefer those. All right. If you can only have one omnibus comic, which would it be and why? Oh, that's hard. That's real hard. If I can only have one omnibus, which one would it be and why? I can only have one? Man. Okay. Captain America by Brubaker just means so much to me. It'll definitely be Captain America by Brubaker. Yeah. I can read that story so many times and not get tired. So yeah, Captain America by Ed Brubaker. Omnibus. Alright, who is your least favorite hero and villain and why? Okay, man. That's okay. All right, my least favorite hero. I'll probably say it's between Iron Man and Namor. Why? I don't know. I don't know. They haven't hit my gut to say yet if they're interesting or not. I don't know. But I'm trying to get to more lore and read more about those characters so I can get to like them a little more. Because I like them. I just want to put them in the favorite category, but they're just the least interesting. And then you said least favorite villain. I would probably say Stunner. I think she was in the Clone Saga series too. I think that's Doc Ock's girl or something like that. She was so whack. Okay. Next question. All right. So, what's your go-to animated superhero show? The Incredible Hulk, hands down. But I also love X-Men, and of course the classic Spider-Man animated series, most definitely. And then of course on the DC side, because I don't like just Marvel, I love Justice League, Batman Beyond, and of course Static Shock. Yeah, I have plenty. Let me see. Where my other? Will you do a room tour? I did that already. All right. What book got you hooked into comic collecting? Oh man. Dang, that's real. Man, that's a good question. Man, so when I first got into collecting comics in the first place, I started out in, trade paperbacks. So it was, so my first, let me see, like my first comic book period was this right here, Hulk: Return of the Monster. Right now, notice this say it has a little. Well, this don't say volume 1 on it, but they started coming out with more volumes of this series, and what got me hooked is I wanted to know what happens next. Does that make sense? Like, I just wanted to know, like, where do we go from here? Blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's what hooked me. Trade paperbacks for sure, because the stories will start from volume 1, and then you wanted to know what happened next. So yeah, that had me hooked for sure. And then let me go to the next question. My favorite custom dust jacket. I have so many customs, but I would say, and by the way, shout out to Kevin, who always hooks me up with amazing custom dust jacket designs. I would probably say his Green Lanterns and the Blackest Night, Brightest Day. They're all connected anyway. But his Green Lantern trilogy, the Jeff Johns, I thought those were a knockout of the park. So yeah, I'll say those. How did you get into oversized editions? So it started when I first got back into comics, just a little bit after high school, and then I started attending Comic Cons, and I was like, wait, what is this? Because I got out of comics for a little while because I didn't know what an omnibus was until I went to our amazing Comic Con out here in Vegas, and I saw this big setup from the amazing J Brothers, and they had all of these big oversized editions there, and I was like, what is this? An omnibus that collect what? The entire story or the entire saga? Blah 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 blah. In this big old format. I was just enjoying how big it was. So and I bought my first one there, which was World War Hulk. Super dope. And I think I already answered this one, but when did you start your collection? So, no, I didn't fully answer it. So I did start back in 2014. And that's when I went to amazing Las Vegas Comic Con, and I picked up their World War Hulk omnibus. That was where I started that's why I started my omnibus collection. Now, I started comic collecting back in middle school, so I want to say between 2007, 2008. Yeah, middle school time. Are you doing a video on the Bible comics? Yes. Shout out to Kingstone Comics. Ooh, who made some amazing illustrations to some of my favorite biblical stories. Oh my God. Y'all have to check them out, by the way. They're just incredible. So life-changing. So yeah, I am going to do a video on those because they mean so much to me. Let me see. Okay, what is the best entry-level comic run you'd recommend? There is plenty. Like good jumping on point comic book runs that I would recommend. Let me see. It depends on what character that you want. Like for example, if you want to get into Spider-Man, I highly recommend Ultimate Spider-Man because it's pretty straightforward. Tells you the origins and everything in a modern way. Now, if you can handle going back to them Silver Age days with Stan Lee, I leave you to it. But my suggestion is Ultimate Comics because it's more Ultimate Comics, Ultimate Spider-Man because it's more straightforward. I would say Aquaman by Jeff Johns. I think if you're trying to get into DC, I would recommend a lot of Jeff Johns runs. Brian Michael Bendis stuff too, but yeah, it depends on which character. But yeah, I would say some of those. Okay, how do you rearrange your books after a new purchase? I don't. I'll just find an empty spot at the bottom of the shelf or whatever until I take my time and work my way to just pulling the book out to where I can make space for it. But usually I don't do that. I usually have the space open already for the new book once I buy it. So yeah, it's kind of a yin yang sometimes. Who who's your biggest inspiration and why is it BJ Kid? Why is it BJ Kid? BJ, get out my BJ, get out of my Q&A. Don't you come back in here. No, I'm just kidding. BJ is dope, man. Yes, you are an inspo, bro. You are an inspo. If y'all haven't checked out this guy's channel, check it out. He's over 3,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time. I really admire his hustle and what he's doing to promote his brand. I mean, the man got sponsorships. You got unboxings on the videos and all kind of crazy stuff like that. The man is talented. Y'all should definitely check him out. BJ, don't you come in my Q&A acting a fool no more. I ain't playing. Let me see. What's your most wanted Omni that isn't Hulk by Bruce Jones? You know who you is that answer this question. Omnibus Vault. Bro, and you knew to say that's not Hulk by Bruce Jones. I think I made that clear on this channel that is my most anticipated Omni. My most anticipated. Oh man, that should be a video on its own. I'll probably make that a separate one, but I'm gonna try to name one right now. Let me see. I would probably say, since Marvel already announced that Thor by Jason Aaron is coming, which was one of my big ones, I really want that Venom by Donny Cates to happen. Oh! That needs to happen. Like, that's one of my big ones. And I have doubt that this will happen, but I would love for DC to do an Earth 2 New 52 omnibus. I doubt that will happen, but it's one of my most anticipated. But Venom by Donny Cates is probably on top of my list. I love that run so much. And let me move on, because I will go on for about an hour about that run. Where do you prefer to buy your omnibus? I love in-stock trades. That's been my home for the longest time, but I've also started to venture out a little bit. I started to do OPB, Organic Price Books. JP is killing it, by the way. Shout out to him. I've done cheap graphic novels a couple of times. The one company that I did not expect to be blown away by was Amazon. They're a little bit higher. Their shipping is fast, but you got to be careful with them, because you never know if your book is going to be damaged or not, depending on who pack it. Because my past experiences years ago, when I first started collecting Omnis, they were shipping it with no bubble wrap, no nothing. It was no care. I was getting dings and but one thing I love, in my recent experiences, once I gave them a try, because a lot of people told me to give them a try again, is that some of them start to care. Some of them start putting bubble wrap. But one thing I like is, if you do get a damaged book, their communication with their customers is like, they'll send you a whole email, be like, how do we do? Did we deliver on time? Was there any damage? Like, they'll respond real fast. Like, I had to return an omnibus recently, and they shipped my replacement before I even returned it to the Amazon locker. I think that's just incredible. But yeah, in-stock trades has been my home, but Organic Price Books is killing it. Y'all should check them out. JP is amazing. Who is your favorite comic book artist? Oh my goodness, I have to choose one? That ain't right. Yeah, that ain't right. Alright, if I had to choose one, I was gonna say Jim Lee. But man, Lee Bermejo. If y'all haven't seen this man's art, it is incredible. It looks so hyper realistic. Every pose, every composition, every line, it looks so real. If you haven't checked him out, I mean, you've seen him do. He has. There's an absolute edition with Joker and Lex Luthor. He did some variants. He did a variant for Keanu Reeves' Berserker, The Outsiders. Oh man, this man's art. Oh, he also did Batman Damned, a lot of the DC Black Label stuff, Batman Damned, and a couple. I think John Constantine too. Man, the man's art is just breathtaking. Yeah, Lee Bermejo is my favorite artist right now. Favorite comic book writer? Are you kidding me? Man, you not gonna make me choose. Oh man, I don't want to leave nobody out, and then you ask me to choose one. What is wrong with you? Oh man, that's hard. But Ed Brubaker, that point blank period. Ed Brubaker is the writing style that he's writing goals, man. I love his style. It's so gritty, suspenseful. Man, he just leaves you at the edge of your seat. He has that big Hollywood. He's basically the Tom Clancy in comic book writing, in my personal opinion. The man is just cold. Kill or Be Killed, Fatale, God, Gotham Central, his Captain America, which I praise that run so much. Oh my goodness. Velvet, come on, bruh. Ed Brubaker is just, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. I have a couple of characters I would love to see Ed Brubaker attack. Yes, most definitely. And if I had to name another one, I'm sorry, I'm going to do an honorable mention. I know you said one. Of course, I got to give it to Jeff Johns. The man is a GOAT too. The man has a big wide scale of writing too, and he makes you care about characters you never thought you would care about. Huh? Do I got any witnesses out there watching me? Man. Are you a Marvel guy or a DC guy? Okay, so I still don't know how to even tackle this question yet. Because I love them both. When I was a kid, I was more of a Marvel guy simply because of Hulk, Spidey alone. And other characters, but yeah, I was more of a Marvel guy. But man, growing up and as I grow more and more, I became more DC. But nah, at this point, nah, how can you hate either or? I love them both. There are some people out there that are really attacking each other. Marvel is the best, and then I see the other side. No, DC is the best, and I'm like, and I'm in the middle. I'm like, both of them are the best. Get over it. So I can't answer that. I love them both. Sorry. Who's your favorite Robin? Ooh. Okay, first of all, okay, let me speak facts. The best Robin, no, it's an opinion. The best Robin is Dick Grayson. But my favorite Robin is Jason Todd. Right, Jason? I love both. Jason and Damian could be like twins. Them some bad little boys. But yeah, Jason Todd. Love Jason Todd. What's your favorite comic book movie? Okay. I have to name just one. Okay, my favorite one. Man, my favorite one. The Incredible Hulk. 2008, Edward Norton. When the MCU was first starting, I think that was the second MCU movie that came out after Iron Man. Yeah, The Incredible Hulk. That captured my favorite Hulk run of all time very well, which is Hulk by Bruce Jones. We need that omnibus Omni Marvel. We need that. But yeah, The Incredible Hulk. But the fight is definitely between The Incredible Hulk and Captain America Winter Soldier, because y'all know how I feel about Cap by Brubaker, and to see his elements captured in that movie so beautifully well, good God Almighty. But yeah, The Incredible Hulk, criminally underrated. What's your dream project, creative project? Oh, this person must know I do photography and other stuff on the side. So I am currently working on writing my own comic book. Well, I wouldn't say comic book per se. I'm still trying to decide if I want it to be a comic book or just an illustration book with words on the side. Uh, but I'm working on my own little project where I'm creating kind of my own little version of kind of John Wick meets James Bond kind of a character. His name's Jason Rogue. I'll probably share more about that on the channel as the project progresses. But yeah, I'm kind of doing some writing on it right now. And working on the different scenes and stuff like that. I'll talk more about that as the channel grows and as I get more deeper into the project. But yeah, my big dream project was to always create either my own movie or a movie on screen or photos, doing it kind of my own way and turning it into a book. So that's been my biggest project, is to create my own world. Cause man, it's amazing what you can do, and I love doing that kind of stuff. Y'all about to make me nerd out in a minute. Would you like to make a... Let me see. Oh, here we go. What's your favorite era in DC Comics? First of all, before I answer this question, shout out to Marcus from Mad Dog Comics. Yeah, New 52 is my jam too. I'm sorry, don't y'all attack me. It's just my opinion. I love New 52. When I was getting back into comics, especially on the DC side, that's where I started when I got back into it. Those were just some great entry points, and New 52 broke a lot of rules, which I enjoyed. I read a lot of those stories in that era with an open mind, because I know a lot of characters were retcon and some people are not used to the way they were written, but man, I enjoyed it for what it was, and it was so gritty and so fun. A lot of rules were broken, a lot of things were different. Yeah, so yeah, New 52. That was a hard question, but yeah, I had to say New 52 because I have a lot of nostalgia from New 52. But man, that was a really good question. Are you going to do a top 10 favorite omnibus? Yes, I am going to make a video on that. I'm excited to do that. I was trying to hold off on it to this one particular run gets an omnibus, but yeah, I am going to make one real soon. All right, next question. You black? Duh. Well, thank you, Mikey, Mr. Stating the Obvious. Duh. Y'all, we don't take this the wrong. This is funny. Mikey, one of my home skillet biscuits, he always, every single conversation, that sucker gotta always remind me what color I'm is. Yes, I'm black, and I'm proud of my chocolate. Huh? All right, guys. That's enough for today. Thank y'all so much for your questions. I probably will do another one of these real soon. I enjoyed just doing this and getting letting y'all get to know me and what I'm is and what I'm isn't. But I enjoy doing this so much. Hit that like and that subscribe button. I promise I'm coming back with more stuff. Thank y'all so much for your support. Thank you for the 200 subscribers. Whoa! Some people like little old me somewhere, huh? I appreciate all you guys for the support. I promise I'm gonna do another one of these too. I'm not gonna tell you what else is coming. I gotta keep it a surprise. So, without further ado, I'll see y'all around next time. And I shook the camera.